Hey there, powerlifting champs. Welcome back to day 2 of our Zero to Powerlifting Hero journey. Today, we're going to be going through something we call accessory exercises. And the star of the show of today is the close grip floor bench press. I know you heard me, the floor bench press. But here's the exciting twist. It didn't exactly go as I planned. I've got some epic fails that I can't wait to share with you. You won't believe what happened. If you're ready for some good time, good laugh, and some serious training tips, and some hard work, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, join the community. And you know what's up? Let's conquer those PRs together. So today, as you can see, I'm starting up with warming up. So every time you start exercising, you gotta warm up. Why do we warm up? We warm up so that we make the blood flow go into the region we're trying to exercise. So if you're doing bench, I'm warming up shoulders so that they will support me in the workout I'm gonna do and prevent injury. So the first exercise I'm gonna start with is called dumbbell neutral grip bench. So here I'm going to go for 5x5. What do I mean by 5x5? So it's 5 reps or 5 sets. So here we go. Starting out with a little bit of low weight, to get that range of motion in and nice. So that's the dumbbell neutral grip bench. So what it does, it's strengthening that tricep for the extra support. So when I push that bench, when I push those weights on the bench press, so that I'll actually be explosive and I'll actually push more weight. So remember, my goal here is to be strong, to increase my strength in bench, and the way to do that is to do accessories. So accessories, what they do is they help you to be strong in specific areas. So a bench is a compound exercise, so which involves a lot of muscle groups, including the pecs, the whole chest, triceps, some shoulders, some lats, leg motion. It's a compound exercise, which means it composes of many muscle groups to accomplish the bench press. So here I'm on my second set. I just finished my first set. How was the first set? Yeah, let me know how you're finding it down in the comment. Yeah, and if you're liking this video so far, my voice over right now, you know what to do. Give it a like, a big thumbs up. So yeah, getting ready for that second set. Second set was no easy. Yeah, I can't lie to you. It was a bit, challenging, but what we're gonna do, we gotta keep up. There is no other option, because failing is not an option. We have to succeed either way. So yeah, taking those weights back. So the second set was in nice and well. It was not bad, because today is just relaxing day, because it's our day 2. So my workout is like broken down into these parts. So we have 5 days in my working week. So I go to the gym 5 days. So in those 5 days, 3 of those days I train compound muscles. So the big 3 lifts for powerlifters. You know what it is. If you don't, let me tell you. So the first one is squat. The second one is bench press. The third one is deadlift. So those are the big 3 lifts, and in those 3 days I do them in the same day. I know it's my first week, so I need to shock my system. So I need to make sure that I get ready. And we're doing this for a year. So we'll be switching up things, doing different variation, not keeping things the same way, but we need to be strong to actually go test ourselves, meet people who can actually lift weight, other people who have been training and doing this for years. So me, I'm challenging myself to do this in a year. Oof. How well do you think I do? Let me know how you think down in the comments below. So yeah, that is the dumbbell neutral grip bench. So what it does, as you can see, I'm charging. I'm using my tricep and my arms more to actually push those weights. So it puts a lot of pressure on my tricep and make me to extend that whole range of motion. So I'm doing 5 sets by 5. So I'm down to my 4th. So I have like 1 set left. So that's why you see I'm so tired. I gotta drink some water because in this workout I'm not resting a lot. So I'm just getting the hypertrophy also in, to make those rep count. So because I'm doing like a fair number of reps, so I need to actually also not rest, because if I rest like the normal resting time I do like 2 minutes, I'll be cheating because I'll be taking too much rest and I won't be getting exhausted. So what's the point? So it's time for another set. Yeah, sometimes it's not easy. I know it's not easy, but you gotta stand up, you gotta fight, you gotta show up. So the secret is showing up. If you show up and continue showing up, something is gonna change, something is gonna improve. So now I'm getting ready for that next set. Yeah, now I was getting a bit tired because I thought this exercise was a joke, but it's serious. Yeah, it's serious. Yeah. So let's see how I do this one. Yeah, getting that range of motion in. Make sure that I go down, push. As you can see, my chest is activated. At the same time, my tricep is doing the work. So I'm taking a deep breath in so that I keep everything tight and generate power and the force necessary to drive those dumbbells up. If not, I would actually injure my shoulders, because these weights were like moving me in both sides of myself, but my role was to actually keep everything tight, everything in the same place, so that I don't injure myself. I've been there and I don't want to be there again. And why we just do something that looks nice or like shows off and it's not safe for you? So part of this thing is that you're gonna be doing this probably for a long time. Why do something that is good for the short-term pain or the short-term pleasure that you're trying to sacrifice for without thinking the longevity wise? Because if you're not careful, sooner or later you're gonna do something that's gonna hurt you, that's gonna hurt your future, that's gonna hurt you not showing up. And when you don't show up, you know what happens? You fail. And part of me believes that you don't want to fail. You don't want to fail. So the fact that you actually even show up in the gym, show up and actually work out, it's something extraordinary, something that you should be proud of yourself, because most people are sleeping usually, or most people are just not doing the hard work. But if you do and actually get that time in and actually show up, congratulations, you've done the biggest part. The rest will come in no time. So the thing is, I've seen a lot of powerlifters like comment on these accessories, because most of people see powerlifters like do the big 3 lifts, which are bench press, squats and deadlifts. And you wonder, why are these guys doing these accessories? Are you beginning to be like bodybuilders? Now, the reason why we do this kind of accessories, even from the name you can derive it, they're called accessories. So they are to facilitate in our lifts, to facilitate, strengthen those body parts. So now this one is called the floor bench press. I know, you heard me, the floor. So you have to lie down. And who said that in the gym you need the bench to actually do bench press? I know that name is kind of biased, so they still bring that bench word in. So the role of this is to facilitate the lock-in. So when you go up, push to the bench press. So what happens is you are doing three things. So you are fighting off deceleration of the bar, controlling the motion, and at the same time you will let the bar touch your chest, like you kind of like lower chest where there is like kind of like where your limbs have like a V inside. I don't know how to describe it. So yeah, that part, like just below where your chest end, and when the bar reaches there, it has to touch, and actually you have to explode your way up. So you have to use power to actually push that bar from your chest up. So when you go pushing a few centimeters from the bench, so you're using like a lot of force. So now after those 5 centimeters, so the rest of the range of motion that's happening, it's lock up. So what this exercise do, by the name close grip floor bench, is for lockout strength. So when you actually from those 5 centimeters up, from there you are actually looking out. So what you're doing is actually pushing the bar away from you as far as possible, so to complete and actually lock in your bench, to become the hero. So yeah, it's a bit challenging. Actually, it was my first time doing it. It felt unnatural. Even when I was locking out, it felt way unnatural. Yeah, but the reason why we do close grip is also to activate triceps. So the wider you go, the more you use your chest, but the inner you go, the more you use your tricep. So that's the whole point. So you gotta use your tricep, strengthen it also for lockout, because when you're going up, sometimes it's tired. So you actually have to make yourself be comfortable with the lockouts. Yeah, and as I was saying, also this one I'm doing it same thing, 5x5. So 5 sets or 5 reps. Yeah, and actually I thought it was easy, because I saw like people doing it and everything, and I also wanted to think that it was easy, but it was not easy. It was hard, like it was challenging. Like I did it and say, oh, it's unnatural, because you're going up, like you go up and actually push up, but now here you're going up, you're being stopped midway with the flow. So you're just having this weird motion of the bar that you're not used to, and actually when you do it, you feel it. So sometimes in the lockout, most people will let the tightness go from their from their arms, the tricep and the chest, and use their upper shoulders, so risking injury, to actually move that bar from themselves. So when I was doing this, the more times I did it, I felt it. Like I was getting lazy, and when I got lazy, I was using my shoulder instead of using my arms and chest to actually push the bar. So instead of having that arch. I was letting go and become lazy and use the other part of my left shoulder. So I felt it, and actually I found out this exercise is a good one, so you should try it. I know it's gonna be like, how can I say, it's gonna be a bit unusual because most people are not used to this, and when I saw it also, it was my first time saying it, and I didn't know it was a thing until I tried it and tested it. So yeah, there is first time for everything, right? So yeah, maybe who knows how you'll do in your first time. Yeah, try it, let me know how you found it. If you do, you know where, in the comments down below. So yeah, now I'm into my third. My third, I was getting used to the range of motion and things were kind of not challenging as before, so I was kind of getting confident and pushing that weight a little bit more comfortable. Now I was used with everything, so it's time to challenge myself. So here is when I decided to add extra 10 pounds to see how it goes. Yeah, so I'm loading the 10 pound. Yeah, now here you're gonna see something, the epic fails that I was talking about. So this is the workout that seems easy and looks easy and is kind of easy in a sense, but it's kind of tricky. So I added the weight, because I'm feeling much better. But now, as you add the weight, now you start seeing the real face of this workout. So yeah, you're gonna see something shortly that's funny. So I'm resting, making sure that I take that short-term rest, because I'm just also getting that hypertrophy in. Make sure that I just go and I do the sets as fast as possible without resting, without taking too much time to rest. And if you've enjoyed this far, let me know how you're finding this video down in the comments. And if you're really liking this comment, let me know what you like and put a big thumbs up. And if there is something that you don't like, also let me know. Criticism is welcomed. Yeah, that's how we go, right? Yes sir. So let's go, let's get it. So we have that's the first one. Second one, easy. Third one, the guy is tired, man. This guy is tired, he's lying on the floor. The fourth one, man, you rested too much. The fifth one, you push, it's not working. He's asking for help. Help, I'm dying, help. This guy comes to rescue, man. If it wasn't for this guy, I would have screamed until the whole gym comes. Man, I don't know, man. Like, I went down, and actually, the time to come back up, I don't know. I felt like the whole body gave up. So my chest gave up, my arms gave up, everything gave up. So I stayed there until I screamed. Hopefully this guy was not wearing headsets in the gym, so that's why he heard me. But if he had headsets on, man, I tell you, I don't know, I would have screamed until they come, or I find a way of pushing or like putting it away from myself, because it was not that heavy for me to not handle it. But yeah, thank God that guy was there. If not, something weird would have happened. Yeah, and it's part of the gym, it's part of life. So now, what's happening? Failed again. But now this one is so funny. What happened was that when I was going to lock it, I don't know, I just got lazy in my right hand and didn't rack it properly. So that's what happened. So you can see this is the third one. This is the third accessory I'm doing today. So this is for pure triceps. So what I'm doing is, you see, I'm not using leg support. So you can see in the in the bench press, you need the extra support of the leg to push. So it's like you're pulling energy from the ground and actually feeding it to your whole body, and use the acceleration to just push that weight away from you, away from your chest. So that's what's happening. So now with this tricep extension, I don't it's not like a tricep extension, but that's what it's doing. So you are doing cross grip on the bench, so the inner you go, the stronger your triceps needs to be to push the weight. So it's no longer the chest alone, but you're also using your triceps. So we need to strengthen also our tricep to have a strong bench. So the reason why most people don't grow on bench is that they focus just going to the bench and do the bench without actually working on some small muscles that actually makes your bench overall become better and increase and stronger. Here, so I'm doing the same thing. I'm going and actually go as if all the way down, then push up. You can see those triceps from here. Yes, they're being activated. Yeah, so the same thing, you know, the magic number 5 by 5. And you know, in powerlifting, anything greater than 5, you know what we call it? It's cardio. It's cardio. It's hyper. I don't know. Anything above 5, mostly it's meant for bodybuilders, or if you want to build a muscle. For example, if you want to build crazy triceps, so you need to actually do those crazy reps, because that's the way you're gonna get it. But if you need your triceps strong and defined, you will balance both the strength and the reps. So what I'm doing here, I'm just trying to balance out the reps, not to make it like kind of like a bodybuilding where it's less weight and more reps. So I'm doing 5 by 5, but in those 5 by 5 I'm switching weight. If I was to stick with the same rep, I'll probably go for like 12 or 5 sets. But I've seen some switching weight to test and see where I'm on, how strong I can get and how resilient I can be. I'm keeping it 5 by 5. It's still not as easy as you might think and sounds and looks like, but it's better. So right now, as you can see, the heavier you go, you need to be careful on the way you go down, because the bar is decelerating. So the reason why the bench press is actually like hard is that you are going down, the bar and the weight is pushing you down, and you have to control it so that it doesn't push you down and actually kills you. So you need to actually control it, make sure that the weight is intact, and push it as fast and firm and strong as possible, so that you get that energy in your whole body to support you, and make sure that you don't get any injury or something bad happening to you. So I was feeling a little bit of tension on my shoulders, because I was not arching, so I'm not using leg support. So to arch is, I do minimum arch, not like a full arch like I usually do, because my legs are up. So, and when I move the bar, so sometimes I kind of putting a pressure on my shoulder because it's like I'm lying flat on the bench, which is not good. Yeah, which also minimizes the amount of volume we can do. So that's why. Yeah. Getting those waiting, getting that stretching. Yeah, because I was feeling a bit of tension that is not natural. So yeah, that's what I was doing, trying to stretch it out, make sure that it doesn't bother me next time, or maybe I don't really feel or get injured. You don't want that to happen to you, and you can't wish to happen to anyone. So you want the best possible for someone. So that's happening. So yeah, now I'm somehow exhausted because those lifts, yeah, they was challenging, I'm not gonna lie. And remember, I'm not resting a lot, so I'm just going one set after the other. So I'm just, even if I'm resting like probably a minute, maybe once in a while when I feel like I need to catch my breath. But other than that, now we're going. It's ride or die. So yeah, getting ready. Let's go. Let's see what this guy can do. What can you do? Nice. That's one. That's two. Three. Easy weight, easy work. So this is the last set. So, which makes it, the great finisher. But yeah, we're not done yet. We still have some time. So yeah. This so far the accessories we've been doing, we did the neutral grip dumbbell press, and we did the floor bench press, and now we're doing the tricep, like close grip bench press. Now we're not on the floor, so we're having that full range of shoulder motion, and we're not limited in any way, so can express ourselves in a manner that we please. Yeah, this guy looks tired, but hey, the battle is not yet over. There's still time, and there's still wars to fight. So it's time to stand up and face reality. Face what is in front of you. Face what life brings to you. So life is not fair. Life is not as good as it can be, but it's your option. You wanna back down to nothing, or you wanna be there and let your character show, and show me what you got, show me that character, show me what it is that is in you. I want to see that. I want to see that character reveal itself, being stronger, faster, resilient, generate so much power. So what's it gonna be? The plan is to get only stronger. That's the only option I have, to only get as strong as possible. So getting into that last set. So the next workout is what's the name of this workout? Probably have to research it. I don't know the name. Some of these workouts I don't know the name, but I just do them. So what this does is that I'm strengthening my kind of lower mid back. So I'm strengthening my lower mid back to actually, strengthen that deadlift when I do it. So that's what I'm kind of doing. So yeah, it puts that pressure and tension on my mid lower back and make that curve a bit firmer. So when I'm deadlifting, I'm having more kind of energy and have the best form without using too much of the gear like belt, all these kind of fancy things. I'm just naturally me to first of all be strong on my own, to not rely to those tools, make myself into a tool, carve myself into a tool. Then those will be extra accessories to help me become a better and better tool. So as you can see, so for this one it's special because I want to do a lot of reps. So I decided, because it's like the first time doing it for this purpose, exactly for using it as an accessory. So what I'm doing is that I'm doing 3x10. So what that means is that I'm doing 10 reps for 3 sets and without taking a lot of time to rest. Yeah, so that's what's happening. So right here, one of my buddies came to greet me in the gym, and he told me, I see you're doing the hard work, everything is good. So he told me, what's up? And I was saying, yeah bro, it's good man, like I'm on this journey for a year, man, it's crazy, but we gotta challenge ourselves in because if you remain in one place in life and be comfortable and not get to live the life and get the desire that you want, if you do give up on the dreams that you have, if you do give up on what makes you a person, on what makes you who you are, who is gonna care? Who is gonna be there for you when you are all alone in this world facing the reality itself that is life? Who is gonna stand there with you when you are alone facing that monster, that which terrifies you in front of you? So I have good news. It's gonna be you, no one else. No one is coming to rescue you. No one is coming for your rescue except yourself. Yourself can save yourself from that which terrifies you as a person. So the solution is not to indulge in pleasurable endeavors and more of that gives you highs and makes you forget the reality, but in realizing that responsibility is the only cure to that you are scared of, because fear is such a bad thing. A brain that has fear will harbor and will nurture negative thoughts. Negative thoughts will lead to deceleration in life, will lead to unhappy life, and live life potential not fulfilled, dreams not manifested, dreams not being brought to life. So that you have in front of you is a chance to show it, to prove to it that you can do it, that you are strong, that you are tough, that you got more in you, that you have more push, you have more strong, you have more desire. You are not giving up on your dreams. Because question is, if you give up on your dreams, if you do give up on your dreams, who is gonna care? Who is gonna care? And who is losing? It's of course you. So now I'm done with the accessory of the back. So now I'm getting those shoulders as strong and worked as possible. So what I'm doing is I'm doing like pull-ups, but in a way that I'm not pulling up with the conventional way, with just my back. I'm just using my shoulders to actually pull. So as you can see, it targets different muscles, so your shoulder is also working in that time. So it's not your lats that pulling only, your shoulder is also doing the job. So that's why they're challenging. So this is a great finisher, yeah, and it makes those shoulders grow. So I was just because it was a finisher, I just want to say, let me just go 5 by 5, strengthen those shoulders, make sure that everything is in and checked and crispy. Yeah, you know what it is. And if you've reached this far, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that your attention span, that you are focused, you are resilient. And if you've reached this far, have this attention span, and you can do it to this end, you are capable than you think. You are more, there is more to you that you can think. So if you're focused, anything and everything is possible. Nothing is not possible for a willing mind. Nothing is not achievable for a strong will. So you gotta have a strong will. You gotta have a burning desire that's stronger than your fears. You have to have a burning desire that's bigger than your fears to succeed. So at the end of the day, what choice do you have? Are you gonna quit, or are you gonna be successful? So what are you choosing? What are you choosing?